All right, so we're getting ready to continue working on step 401. This will be branch 401-1. And in this branch, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our progress bar. And the great thing about a progress bar is it lets people know something's going on. So we'll talk more about that. Let's make sure our environment's set up. First thing we want to do is go ahead, make sure that the homework is open, your homework page, so you have a reference point. You should be working out of here. And then we want to go to GitHub and just make sure that everything looks good. We have our last branch, our 401-0. We can go to our master because we've put a link in there to our work. We have a link in there, and we probably should update that with a link to our GitHub page as well, just because that's good to have. And what that is right here, and it's just a copy of the master branch. It's just showing us what's on the master branch. So we can go ahead, we'll leave that open for right now, set this back just so when we look up here we can always reference we're on master at the moment. Make sure your host is open. Make sure that you should always have your host open just in case you run into some issues and you don't have to kind of take yourself off course trying to get to your host. Double check our local host, make sure that looks good, no errors. That's going to be our starting point. Make sure it's in line with production. That's going to be, so we're good there, no errors, just looking for errors, things like that. If you remember, one more step validation. We know we just did app data, so we can make sure that that's coming through as well. Same on local. It's just a good checkpoint to make sure things are moving along. And then, of course, we'll look at what this step, where we're headed with this step, which at the moment where we're headed is to have that progress bar and log in and our build our interface, which will probably be in 402. So at the moment, what we're after in this upcoming lesson is the login bar. What we need to do is we need to go out to our Cmder, and you can start by doing a clear, actually, just to clear things up. And then let's do a git status. And we see these are the Dreamweaver files that are always updating on us. And we'll go ahead and we'll just add them in. And we'll commit them. We know that they're there. I have, again, and it's a little more work to get to it, but I like to make sure that I use the same comments for consistent things. And we'll do another status. And we look good. So I'm going to clear. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do git checkout -b to create a branch. We're doing 401-1 and go ahead and hit enter, and we see that we checked it out. If you want to see what branches you have, if you're confused, you can do git branch -a, and you can see all the branches that are there. And right now, we're on 401-1. So now that we have that, let's just go check our Dreamweaver real quick. In our Dreamweaver, we want to go ahead. We want to see that, yes, it did check out correctly, and it's in Dreamweaver. And so now we're on 401-1. We want to make sure we're connecting to our server, which we are, so we don't have to worry about that if we got to get out there and do something. And at this point, we're ready to roll.